guys, today I'm going to show you how to swap out a battery on your Carbon GTR board. So the tools you're going to need is a wire tool that comes with your board, and with that there's another tool that has an Allen key head as well as a Phillips screw. So if you don't have this, alternatively you can use a 1/8 Allen key. Alright, let's get started. So firstly, grab the tool from your wire tool or the Allen key. What you now need to do is, there's all these screws on top of the deck. We need to pretty much unscrew all these and remove the top lid. Okay, so that's the last one. Now, what you'll find is this lid, there's a seal that's underneath it, and with all the screws being in tight to the deck, sometimes it's compressed pretty well just to stop water ingress. So you got to find a spot on the lid where it's lifting up slightly. On this side I can see it. If you can't get your fingers under it, what you can do is you can use the tool and then just lift it up slightly. As you can see, this is the seal to stop water getting in. It's a beautiful design. Let's remove the seal. Okay, this is your battery, this is your motor controller. What we have to do now is we need to disconnect two plugs. This one here. Firstly, again, grab the connectors, try not to pull the wires out from here and here, just grab them tightly and pull. Next step is let's disconnect the battery, grab the connector and pull. All right, now to remove the battery, grab the battery connector and then just lift the battery up. Let's put the battery aside. Now it's time to put the new battery inside the deck. What we have to do now is connect the power and the communication. Let's do the battery power first. There's logos on the motor controller connector, there's logos on the battery connector. Make sure that these logos line up. Push the power together. The connector is pretty well sealed and tight, so you have to use force. All right, and now that's together. Okay, so let's slide the battery in place now, like this. Okay, so now what we got to do is we need to connect the last connector, which is the battery communication. All right, so if you have a look in the connector, there's a little sort of tab there on the motor controller one, and you look in here on the battery one, and then there's a female tab. So we just got to make sure that these two tabs line up. As long as you're doing that, it'll connect together pretty easily. All right, so you can see it's very tight in here. So just push down and make sure it's neatly arranged the same way. All right, next step, we need to put the seal in place. Very important step because this keeps all of this dry. Have a look at the seal. You'll see that there's one hole at the end. There's no hole at that end, which lines up with the deck. All right, so just line it up, sort of tap it into place gently. Looks pretty good. Next step is to grab the battery case deck lid. Again, there's one hole up here. There's no hole here, so it just lines up with this for the right direction. Lastly, all we have to do now is screw all the screws nice and tight back into the deck. Okay, so this is the last screw. All right guys, so that's it. That's how you install and replace a battery on your Carbon GTR board.